Hello and welcome to Profiles in Risk. This is your host, Tony Cañas, suffering through some connection issues today, but hopefully it works. And today I have with me Stephanie Mier, Chief Insurance Officer at ServiceUp. Stephanie, thank you for joining me today. How's it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful. We're getting a little bit of the cold front from Los Angeles, so thanks for sending that over here to Arizona. But we're enjoying it.
Yeah, so a lot of the country is going through like serious cold, right? But LA and Arizona, that's just so a cold front for you guys is what, like 55?
It is. And, it's funny. People always say that, and I try to be very cognizant of that on my meetings. But, if we have to wear anything other than a tank top or flip flops, we're a bunch of babies over here. So we're desert people, and we love the heat. That's why we live here.
Okay. Okay, good luck with your beautiful weather. So we always give the guest a chance to give the elevator pitch. What is ServiceUp?
Perfect. I love this question. So we're an all-in-one digital platform for all things auto repair. It could be from fleets, from insurance companies to consumers across the board. We're repairing vehicles, and we like to we kind of made the term digital repair expertise kind of thing. So if you have a DRP or a body shop you like, we have our own set of shops. We're handling logistics. We're similar to a DoorDash model. We're the DoorDash of auto repair. We're picking up vehicles, we're moving them to our shops, we're repairing them, decreasing cycle times, decreasing severity, and getting the vehicle back to where it needs to be, making you money, helping you with your business, or helping consumers get back on the road when they have to go through a messy claim.
Okay, so from the perspective of my listeners, which are insurance leaders, right? Both carrier and broker. So this applies mostly to the carrier side. So most carriers at this point have their DRP networks, the direct repair networks, built up. Now, I did a little bit of auto claims early in my career, but at the very entry level, so very unaware of kind of how it's working today. So, but basically, in what I've seen, generally, hey, insured who had an accident, go to one of my direct repair shops. We can't force you to, but if you do, we're giving you extra guarantee, and it'll be faster, and there's a lot less back and forth. Like you have no risk of the running out of rental car time kind of thing. There's some benefits to going through a DRP shop. But on the back end, I have no idea how the average carrier connects to those shops. So I'd love to hear a little bit of like what it's like without ServiceUp and why it makes sense for carriers that probably have a DRP network already to use ServiceUp.
See, and that's a really great question. So a lot of times, yes, you're correct. Carriers have their own network of shops. Maybe they have their specs already there. It somewhat makes it more convenient for an insured or a claimant to go have the repairs done because there's some communication. But there's not a lot. They don't have any insight into how that vehicle's tracking for the repairs. They really can't give them a lot of updates on when a rental needs to be returned. A lot of times the insureds are kind of in the dark of, is my car even torn down? Is there extra damage that you found? What's going on? What we've created is we are bridging the gap. We are that communication center, as well as we are overseeing the repairs from start to finish. So the DRP network's great mechanism for repairs and savings across the board, like you said. However, the communication piece is missing in the technology. Everything is so archaic from back 80, 100 years, right? What we're doing is our shops are in our network. They're in our portal. So we have the technology to give insight into the repair process start to finish. If you can order a pizza, you can order a repair order through our portal. It's essentially like a tracker. You see it all the way through. And all the while, we have what's called service advisors that are updating our insureds and claimants. Your vehicle's at the shop. Your vehicle's almost done. Here's your estimated completion date. If they have questions in the middle, hey, maybe I need an oil change. Maybe I want to know what this unrelated prior damage would cost me to go ahead and have it repaired. We're giving those suggestions. We're there to talk them and guide them through it. The biggest piece missing in the whole area of insurance in and of itself is that extra care after the accident happens, right? You've got your adjuster and they're great. They'll confirm your coverage. They'll tell you what they're going to pay and what they're not going to pay, especially, right? But what they won't do is hold your hand when you go to have the vehicle actually repaired. ServiceUp does that for you. We have hundreds of shops throughout 30 plus markets right now we're operating in that handle this from cradle to grave, start to finish, in constant communication throughout, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also have a lifetime warranty for the owner of that vehicle. So if anything happens to it later, you're going to bring it back to us. We're going to pick it up. We're going to take it to one of our shops and we're going to make it right. So we're a big difference where we're bridging the gap, as opposed to most ERPs that they hand them the estimate and they say, run with it, repair it. No, we want to have our hand in everything and make sure it's getting done correctly.
Okay. So the customer, and I'm assuming us as the insurance company, but especially the customer gets to really track the progress step by step. All right.
Not just the customer, the adjuster as well. So the adjuster has access to all of this. So if there's, maybe they need to write contentions for a DOI for a delay. Maybe they, have a question on a repair or a part or pricing or whatever that may be. Our SAs, our service advisors, 25 plus years of appraisal writing, they're available to them. They're talking to a person. So, hey, I think that there should be a blend as opposed to X, Y, and Z. Can you update this for the estimate? Sure, no problem. Extra photos, extra, communication there to make sure we're doing it to their spec.
Okay. What kind of results is it producing? Let's start with the customer piece. What are the final customers saying?
So I this is kind of a humble brag, but we're a 5-star rating across the board. It's expedited, it's easy communication. Everything is via text or email, and they can pick up a phone and talk to a live person whenever they want to. We're not, we're actually the employees that are handling it. So you're getting that expertise for one. Cycle times have decreased significantly. We're way under industry standard. We average anywhere between 7 to 9 days per market between pickup and drop off and delivery of the vehicle. That's unheard of. And a lot of it is, again, because we maintain the shops. Those are our partnerships, and they have their own set of metrics that they're driven to in performance base, right? We're lowering the severity across the board. You're not paying for undue storage days if a vehicle is dragging for repair time, right? So storage is gone. We waive the appraisal if you have the vehicle repaired with us. Now you're not looking to spend $150 for an estimate just to see what the damages are. There's so many cost savings on a 360 product, which we offer. There's no platform fee. So you're not paying this monthly subscription for anything. It's, hey, we've got the network of shops. You want to put it in our portal? We're going to handle that for you start to finish. We do have a secondary product called Connect, where it's just the software itself. If you have your own DRP and you think it's going great, kudos to you. But hey, let us bring you into the new age and this software that helps you to maintain that connection and those communications with your shops. But we're seeing significant growth, significant decrease across the board with storage, advanced charges, severity, cycle times, all of the really core claims metrics that we look for when we're trying to improve loss ratios across the board.
Okay. How long has ServiceUp been operational?
We just celebrated our 4th birthday this last Saturday, so we've got 4 years. We launched the insurance vertical. Thank you. We're super excited. We launched the insurance vertical about 18 months ago. So we have 4 different carrier partnerships, pretty large ones. We have about 3 launching this month, which is really exciting for us. So we also partner with TPAs, MGAs, brokerages, same thing across the board, and both from a commercial lines and a personal lines standpoint. So everybody and anybody is welcome to come and check it out.
Okay. What is the implementation like? So do we already have to be on a fully modern claims management system like Guidewire or Duck Creek, or what is the implementation like?
That's such a great question. There's very minimal. It's a 30-minute training, and you're off and running. So it's plug and play. We don't have integrations off the bat, right? We always like to date before we marry. But if you are dedicated and you want to go in on this, then we will build the integration for you to funnel in FNOL to our system, in which it just starts that whole process. So integrations are definitely on the table for those that really want to marry us and get deeply ingrained. But it's a 30-minute training for your adjusting staff. We're going to customize the videos that go out to your customer base, tell them what ServiceUp is and how that process works, so they get a 30-second video. We're going to obviously have white-labeled materials for all of your adjusters, because again, steering is very important. We want to stay away from that, right? We're an offer. We're a partnership. We're a preferred partnership for repair. So We generate the materials. If you have a new market that you want to be in that we're not currently operating in, we can opt that market in 10 days. We have that fast of a logistics team that can go in. They're going to vet all the shops. They're going to onboard everything that you need, and it's all going to be ready to go.
10 days seems absolutely insane for a market you're not already active in, given that the shops have to learn the system and stuff.
They do have to learn the system. We have pretty extensive training for the shops on the opposite end. So in the back end, we have a whole team that handles that. They hold their hands, they walk them through it. Everything is about tasking, right? They're updating the system as they're handling that vehicle. They're also incentivized. If they want to partner with us, they know they're going to get volume. And that's how our secret sauce. They don't have to spend money on marketing. They don't have to go out and get new business. We're going to bring it to them. In return for that, we expect faster repairs to be done, right? We expect more communication. We're trying to level up the whole playing field for repairs in and of itself. It's such an unresolved area of the insurance business in and of itself. It's great to conclude claims quickly, have coverage, keep those numbers low, but what happens afterwards? Your car is damaged. You need to get it fixed. Who's going to help you with that? You know, education's a big thing for us. We want to keep them educated, communicated with, and our shops partner with us in that regard. They want to learn these things too. They have a very stringent vetting process. They have to go through a full repair before we'll send them volume. They have a 100-point checklist. We have a 6-point QC program they have to be in for every vehicle that's coming and going. So it's a pretty it's down to a science at this point, I would say.
Okay. And what is the pricing like?
So this will kind of blow your mind. Again, we waive appraisal cost if you repair with us, so you pay $0 for that. We're not charging storage if you're repairing with us because there are shops and we're facilitating it. So it's $0 for that. There's no monthly fee for you to be on the portal because you're submitting repairs to us. It's $0 for that. So it's $0. You just got to come in and try it. You know, we just want your repairs. We make our money on the back end with our partnered shops. You know, that's really where we live and breathe, right? But you're also getting competitive rating. You're getting DRP rates across the board. So it's not this inflated cost. We're not charging you for the pickup and drop off of a vehicle. You know, we're not charging you for all the data storage that you're going to see within the system. We're really making our money from helping these other shops. It's very community based. We've seen some of our partnered shops open 3, 4, 6 shops after partnering with us because they have so much volume. So we're giving back to the community in some of these communal areas, and we utilize independent shops for that reason. You know, it's very tough to have these conversations with MSOs or these larger chains, you know, because that's their bread and butter. But we're more focused on the independent. We give them an opportunity to compete, gain the business, and they do great work for us.
Okay, how did you get, like, what's the origin story? How did you guys realize that this was something that was needed in the insurance space?
So this is really wild. One of our founders, Brett Dash, you know, he was in his garage and, you know, they started this small business of kind of moving a couple cars to and from shops to help out some friends. And then it turned into, well, we have a shop we keep using and moving cars. And him and Brett Carlson, our other co-founder, they kind of had a light bulb moment where, hey, there's a need for this. You know, logistics is a big piece of it, but it's also who's communicating with who. And, you know, how are they tracking these vehicles? And so then they brought in our third co-founder, Javier, and it just kind of started from there, where how do we monetize this idea of moving vehicles to shops that we're partnered with and creating that communication, right? Started in a little garage in California, San Jose, and fast forward a year later, there was technology built that would enable us to be able to partner with multitudes of shops and then also build in the communications, which we have a patent for. And it just kind of started from there. And honestly, you know, a lot of the business started in fleet business. So these larger fleet companies that, like rental, right? I mean, they're constantly moving cars back and forth, small repairs, maintenance issues, etc. That kind of exploded. And then what happened after that was body damage, collision. There's a lot of accidents out there. People don't understand how much insurance is happening. There's an accident every 3 seconds, right? So somebody's got to fix them. Why can't it be us? So started from there. We were in 3 markets. Then it moved to 10 markets. When I joined, I think they were in 11 markets, and now we're in 30 plus. So it's moved pretty fast in the last 2 years specifically.
Okay, and I can see why the adoption among the carriers is going well. They're slow moving, but
Yep.
the for once they're not the purse, right? Often the all the new technology they bring in is extremely expensive. For once they're kind of the client.
Yes.
So that's that's a nice change of pace. If we can improve our loss ratio, improve our service to our customer, get repairs done quicker, and there's no upfront cost to it because it's really being paid by the shops. Why wouldn't you give it a try?
I mean, think about it from the perspective that when you go through LAE and you look at all this leakage and you look at where you are spending money, whether it be on technology or headcount or whatever else you're doing to compile and build up that department, right? When you have a solution that comes in that is customer centric and focused, it's white glove oriented, that's retention. That's money back in your pocket automatically, right? And I have this big prediction for 2025 that everything is solely going to be based on retention, growth, and acquisition. How can we get more people to participate in our policies? How do we, keep our customers happy without, again, having to spend a tremendous amount of money, but also providing them that incentive? What makes us different? Well, guess what? Your claims are going to be handled great because of the carrier itself, right? And whatever they've developed in their action plan. But on the back end, when you do have an accident, now you've got a preferred partnership that's handling it from start to finish, cradle to grave, where you're part of it, yes, but you're handling the baton to somebody that is an expert within the space of repair in and of itself. And so it's incentive for everybody across the board, and not just insureds, it's claimants too. How much of a headache is it to go to an insured that's at fault? They don't know anything about the policy. That's not who they're used to talking to. And they're like, hey, here's ServiceUp. They're going to go ahead and repair your vehicle. They're going to get you taken care of. Easy
Beautiful.
peasy.
All right. Anything new coming down the development pipeline in 25 that you're already excited you can talk about?
I'm really excited because we've actually just added in our subrogation division as well. So not only are you getting the repairs, we're able to file and seek subrogation the minute the vehicle is completed. So when you think about the process of having to upload into eSubro Hub and try to find all the information, we have such superb TPA partnerships at this point that subrogation is now built into the portal. You can select repair, you can select subrogation, and we're going to seek that money for you right off the bat. So subrogation is coming down the pipeline. The F&OL triage is coming down the pipeline. It's going to be a really fun year to see this stuff get built. Subrogation's already there, but the F&OL stuff and all that, it's coming. So we're really pumped about it.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today. Very, very interesting. I don't believe I've chatted with anybody else who is offering this level of I don't want to say automation. This level of transparency in the repair process.
I agree with you.
Definitely exciting.
I agree with you, and I think that that's what makes us unique. We are combining technology, right? Because we are platform based. We do have the portal and the tech for it, but we're also combining what's missing a lot of the times is that friendly handshake. It's the human interaction. It's somebody to walk you through it and say, hey, we're going to get this fixed and you're going to be okay. And we're going to do it quickly, efficiently, and at very little cost. So it's exciting for us too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
Tony, it was so great to see you, and I'm going to keep watching. I'm a huge fan, so I appreciate the time.
Thank you. Perfect. So wait for it to finish uploading.